ball movement. Shots were falling in the first half. They weren't falling in the second half. I thought we had some good shot quality in the second half. But I continue to harp on the same things as far as us playing hard. We played hard tonight and playing together. When we play together in spurts, it's not as easy. We played together in the first half, but not so much in the second half. We're pressing a little bit and little passes that get dropped or open shots that don't go. We have a tendency to put our head down. We can't allow that to get our spirits down as much as it does. Then we try to take up on ourselves. So we're gonna watch film tomorrow and get that cleaned up.
You have a lot of paint points, especially early. Yeah. You have almost like a 12-minute stretch without winning. How much of that was Gobert, and how much of that was just the offense not running the way you wanted?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. I mean, some of it was Gobert, but some of it, like you're saying, was maybe when he was in the game. And we got to do a better job of getting downhill and getting the ball moving so we can attack closeouts and getting the ball moving from one side to the other. And when we did that, it was good for us. But again, a turnover here, a missed shot there, and our spirit went down.
In terms of generating points and possessions for Alfred, is that something where you guys have to be intentional about getting him the ball, or is it the ball movement will facilitate that in your opinion?
A lot of times the ball movement will facilitate that. It wasn't like I was making play calls in the first half and he was scoring in the paint. So it was very much the same in the second half, but the energy that the ball wasn't sufficient.
You called time about the first minute of the second half. What did you see that led to that, or what made you need that?
I didn't like how we came out.
You talked about their spirit being down. You opened a 20-point lead early in the second quarter, middle of the second quarter, and immediately it was gone. I mean, how did they kind of get back to a fair amount where being positive about that?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, playing a certain way to get to that lead, we have to understand that this league is all about sustaining your play, and we are a wildly inconsistent team where we have highs and lows, and we're working to either maintain the highs or just find the middle ground that we have a way of playing. And it's been quite a few games where we've had a big lead and then stopped playing the way that's necessary to play the way that we played to get the lead, and that's learning.
Going back to Shea Gilman, it seems sometimes teams try to take advantage of them not shooting the three or hesitating.
Yeah.
Is that something as a coach that y'all kind of encourage them to do is to take the three so that kind of keeps the defense honest?
Not necessarily. I mean, we want our best three-point shooter shooting the ball. He's continuing to work at it, but it's not one of his strengths. So we want all our guys playing to their strengths. And his strength is if his man is all the way in the paint and there's a pick and pop, he can quickly move it. And if his man stays in the paint, then it should be an opportunity for one of his teammates to do something.
Coach, you talked about this team sustaining and letting play the physical too.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more so the problem with being just a little bit too complacent when you get up so big?
No. I think it's just it could be, but to me, it's a function of I just want to not get the ball moving or help, or it's in this league it's hard to win. It really is hard to win. So maybe complacency is the word, but we're trying to get to a point where we sustain, because it's obvious that we have the ability to get to these leads or whatever, but the sustainability is the biggest part of the NBA.
How much does youth play a factor in the finishing aspect of a game?
Probably a lot. But we're not using us being young as an excuse, so we just got to do it better.
And on nights where Jalen's shot struggles, he is at least able to get to the line to see him not get there today, did you see maybe a lack of aggressiveness from him on that end?
No, he wasn't. He was aggressive. He was definitely aggressive. He was trying to get downhill. It's just a harder attack when you got Gobert down there. You know, it's different. But early in the game, he was on the attack and he wasn't making shots, but he had 5 assists at halftime. So, you know, making plays for his teammates is something that he's been doing more and more, as well as including getting to the free throw line. Tonight was just one of those nights where he wasn't able to.
Coach, your first 2 years here, there was a lot of inconsistencies in the lineup due to illnesses, injuries, trades, and things like that. You're finally at a point this year where you have some consistency. Along with that consistency, is there room also to maybe make some changes sometimes here and there when it comes to the lineup?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you see, there have been changes made. Like Ty was in the lineup. Dacian Nix was in the lineup for a long time. Bruno, I was playing 3 centers. The last couple of games I've been playing 2 centers. You know, now with Tate back, Tate's the first guy off the bench. It was KJ. KJ was the first guy off the bench. So I'm always tweaking and trying to change things if necessary, but also not changing just to change. I'm changing with a lot of study behind it and a lot of thought when it comes to which groups play well together, whether it's the eye test or the numbers.